G'day YouTube, welcome back to my channel Bonsai Works. I regularly do garden walkthroughs, and this is a summer 2022 January, mid-January in Melbourne. So that's the timing, it's summer, it's a nice cool day finally. Been having lots of warm days. This is a large trident maple that I defoliated about a couple of months ago, and you can see the much smaller leaves that have appeared on this maple. So it's looking really good. Hasn't totally leafed out yet, but it's looking really fresh. Lots of brown, lots of nice foliage, and it should continue to fill out as it grows as the season continues. This is a really nice big base on this trident. It's quite huge. It's really coming along really well, this tree. I like the ruggedness of this tree. I'm trying to get it away from the triangular look, trying to get it to fill out more. So it's getting a bit full around there. Probably needs to fill out around there a bit more, but it's looking really nice. Of course, one of my favorites is this root over rock. It's still doing well. Haven't defoliated this tree, and I'm tempted to do it now. Trying to get the fresh foliage onto it. Looking really good, healthy, no issues. But I just find the leaves are starting to get a bit damaged. So you can see that, for example. No leaf burn or anything, but yeah, just want to get a fresh set of leaves to foliate, hopefully get some good colour in it come autumn. Another trident that's looking really healthy. Last year wasn't as healthy. This year it's looking much more radiant and much more healthier to me. It's got a bit of leaf burn. Not a huge amount, but just a little bit. Probably got too much sun on a couple of days, but not much. This trident, don't look at the quince. This trident I did a video on, and I've rewired a lot of the top branches and tried to make it more a fuller tree. You can see this is actually coming along really well. Got some more wiring to do, a bit more wiring, take some wire off, but it's looking really nice. Starting to be a bit more fuller. Even though it's a little bit triangular, it's getting away from the layered look. It's a bit more fuller look, so that's looking good. Really healthy group there. The group's coming along sensationally since I've changed where its location in the garden. Let's have a closer look. Very full, very healthy. So looking good. A few more tridents. This one's coming along well. Had struggled last year. It's a little bit better this year. Needs a lot more development. This tree I'm super impressed with. This trident maple I'm super impressed with. Hang on, let me just part these away. So it's really looking good in the camera too. This side I've been working on to develop into a more fuller tree, and it's really starting to come along there. So I'm really happy with that. Hopefully in the show next year, not this year. Should be a really nice show tree. Not much else there, but nice little blue cedar for Andrew if you're watching. Little old one that I'm going to do a video on, a restyle on this tree one day. Lots of little, they're all my seedlings. Coming along. Tons of them, trident maples, Japanese maples, coming along really well. Here's a couple of trees that I did earlier in the year, demonstrations on. So this one's looking really nice. That's that little shimpaku that I did. Come along really good. That was more of an air layer that I took off this tree. Sneak peek of my next video. Another tree for a client that I'm working on. Started doing some videoing on this tree, but that will come along really well, and you'll have a look at all of it. Like I see, the first branch is pretty much almost wide, but we'll have a look at that later on. Now this trident's come along really well this year. It's I put it in a different spot in the garden, and it's absolutely flourished. It's got really nice small leaves, small foliage. And you can see it's not too bad in terms of look. It's still got a slightly layered look, but it's not as bad as before. It's actually getting a bit more fuller, and I'm really trying to get some real good growth in around it. It's quite nice three-dimensionally. You can see the tridents are doing well this year. Some of you may remember, if you've been following my channel for a while, is the video on the spruce group. It's doing super well. It needs actually to be trimmed and rewired, but I just haven't had time. Looking really nice. That spruce group. It's three trees. So just getting a bit messy up the top, meaning I just got to get wire stuck into it, rewire this tree, and it looked really good. I'm a big fan. Actually, I didn't realise how good spruce are to grow because they back bud. They only push one flush of growth a year, which is a good and bad thing, I guess. But by pushing one set of, you know where it's going to be. You know where the branch is going to be. And if there's a bud behind it, you know it's going to open. So it's, you know, really well. This time of year, I'll go in and start to trim back these guys. For example, this branch, see how there's buds on the out, see how buds are there? If you look back a little bit closer, you see that bud just in there? So those buds, where is it? It's just there. So if I cut back to that, that's the new bud. So that buds back really well, these guys. Big fan of them. And this is another spruce that I did those gins for. It's actually looking pretty nice too, really healthy. Probably needs to rewire as well. Lovely black pine going really well. I know you guys know that tree. Defoliated, decandled, and look at the buds coming already. So that's the new buds that are bursting from the cut site, which is what you want to see. Background, I don't have a good background for this tree, but it's that shimpaku, little shimpaku. It's quite a nice size shimpaku. It's doing really well. Really full of growth and healthy. Lots of nice healthy growth on that. So this time of year, I've just pretty much let my shimpakus just go. I don't really touch them until after summer. So you can see they're a bit fuller, a little bit messier. I'll do a video on this tree soon, but they're a little bit messier and they're not so refined, but still look great. Can't complain, but they're a bit bushy. I just let them actually grow at this time of year. And actually after summer, I start to clean up the foliage, clean up underneath. I did defoliate this little guy, just waiting for him to come back. A little Charter maple, little Chinese elm there. What else can I show you? Yeah, some of those maples I haven't defoliated yet, but I will be. Another one that I've defoliated there, looking really nice. The shimpaku's looking always amazing. A little semi-cascade, really cool. Got my little Chamacypris, what are they called again? Chochibu. Chochibu doing well. I see a flower on one of those. There you go. There's a little flower on that guy. Little Chochibu's doing well. This is a little elm, quite cute. One of my favourite shimpakus. This one. I really love this guy. Just haven't seen, as you can see, it's a little bit unruly just because I haven't cleaned it up yet. But I will be after the growing season, after the summer, I guess, not growing season. Shimpakus, black pines. I got this little dwarf spruce, so I'm going to do a video on this guy too. It's a really small foliage dwarf spruce. Could be an Ezo spruce, but I'm not 100% sure. It's a little mini, so look really nice. We'll do a video on that one. I'll just show you this trident. I've repositioned it in the garden. It's absolutely loving that spot it's in now. More sun, more water. It's growing really well. You can probably see the base on it. Big, nice base. It's not a bad sized tree. Very, very manageable size. And looking healthy. Maybe a bit of a update on my growing area, I guess. This is just shimpaku ear layers that I've taken. See how they're nice little ends on them, the nice healthy growth? They're just shooting away. So they're my little shimpaku ear layers that I've taken off over the years and just let them grow till they're a decent size to be able to work with. Some are a bit bigger, like that one, which will probably be a future parent tree that would just keep taking cuttings off. I mean ear layers off. This is a new tree to the collection. It's a Zelkova. It's a broom style that I will do a video on when I want to just tweak the broomness of it, I guess. Just letting it settle in. And yeah, it's going to be a nice tree in the future. It's got a nice base, nice foliage. I'm just finishing up on these couple of big pines, the big black pine. Again, look at the nice buds that are happening from the cut site. When you decandle, that's what you should see. Nice buds everywhere. The buds are everywhere on this tree, so really well. I fed it really well this spring, and it's done really well. And there's the big radiator behind it, which I'll have to get stuck into. There you go, guys. Nice quick walkthrough. Let me know if you've got any questions or you want to see a bit more information on any trees. I'm happy to answer questions. Take care. See you next time.